This is how I do my evil bitcrusher. I had to figure this out 9 months ago, and there were no good tutorials, and I was just kind of mashing stuff together. I just wanted a good tenor voice because Deltarune came out, and I just wanted to do a good tenor voice. So this is how I do my bitcrusher. Now this is my evil tutorial, making it as simple as I can. There are two options. You can either have the bitcrusher on at all times, or you can be able to switch between it. I mean, obviously you can switch the outputs in your application that you're using the bitcrusher in, but if you'd like to switch with the press of a button, that'll take one more step, but I will also show that. So you're going to need to download a few free applications. The first one we're going to need is Pedalboard 2. Make sure that if you have a 64-bit computer that you download the 64-bit version, because it will crash and it's really annoying when you open it up and you're like, why is it crashing? Because I opened the wrong one. After that, you're going to need a virtual audio cable. This is just kind of an in-between between our mic. We need another mic, so this is basically our other mic of sorts. And then the bitcrusher plugin that I use is Crush with a K. This is what you're going to need for the first step. So once we open Pedalboard 2 up here, we have, if you go into options, we have our input. Put your regular mic here. Your regular mic. I'm using my stupid headset mic. And then for the output, we are putting the cable input. Because we're using, this is the virtual audio cable that we downloaded. We need this to be our output. And then I believe if you double click, you can get Crush up here, and then you can do your settings. I just have a file on my computer that has my settings in it. I saved it. These are my basic settings. You connect them, and you're good. If you just want the bitcrusher alone, you don't need to switch that quickly. You're good. In whatever application you're using, you go to your microphone, and you will set it to cable output. The kind of wire is invisible, but we have a wire from our cable input here to our cable output here, and that's my bitcrusher is on. I'm using Voicemeeter right now, but my bitcrusher is on. If you'd like to switch with a press of a button, it will take a little bit more work though. We need to download Voicemeeter. So find a video on how to set this up, because you will probably break your desktop audio like 5 times. It's fine, just keep trying. This is my very basic, very easy setup. I have my regular mic here, it is unmuted. I have whatever settings I need, and then I have my cable output, which is my bitcrush mic from Pedalboard. It is muted, but I can do that and do that, and then it goes into Voicemeeter input, which, just like the virtual audio cable in Pedalboard, input, and then when we're in the application's output. That's for later. So yeah, I can switch like that, but that's too much work, right? I don't want to be opening this application. What if I'm playing a game? What if I'm trying to voice a character? But I'm voicing multiple characters, or I'm just talking normally, but now I need a voice. When you download Voicemeeter, it automatically comes with macro buttons. You can just type in macro buttons, and it'll open up. Now I have this coded already. How to code it? You right-click, and you're brought up with this. This is extremely simple coding. You can use this exact setup. I use the T key, so that when I'm holding down the T key, ignore that, it is bitcrushed. When I let go, it is no longer bitcrushed. Very simple. You can set this to whatever. You can set all these settings to whatever. There's a very simple kind of page that shows you all the code you will need. You can just copy this. I don't care. But no matter, regardless, you can press this, but you're not gonna have it open over a game. If you're like full screen into something, then you can just hold down the C key and now you're bitcrushed. So in your application, let's say it's Discord. You can do it OBS, whatever. Your mic. I don't know why I have like 20 voice meter ones, but I believe this is the one that works. And Discord's mic test is really bad, but you can hear me normally. I hold down T and now I'm bitcrushed. And you can play with your settings and do whatever you'd like. That is how I bitcrush on the spot, on whatever. It works. Good luck.